So we are reading from Bhagavad-Gita, second chapter, contents of the Gita summarized, verse 9. Sanjaya uvacha evam ktva rishikesham gudakesha parantapa na yutsya iti govindam uktvatsinam babuvaha. Sanjaya said, evam, thus, uktva, speaking, rishikesham, unto Krishna, the master of the senses. Gudakesha, Arjuna, the master of curbing ignorance. Parantapa, the chastiser of the enemies. Na yutsye, I shall not fight. Iti, thus, Govindam, unto Krishna, the giver of pleasure of the senses. Uktva, saying. Tushnim, silent. Babuva, become. Ha, certainly. Sanjaya said, having spoken, those Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. Purported by His Divine Grace, Swami Srila Prabhupada. Purport. Dhritarashtra must have been very glad to understand that Arjuna was not going to fight and was instead leaving the battlefield for the begging profession. But Sanjaya disappointed him again in relating that Arjuna was competent to kill his enemies, Parantapa. Although Arjuna was for the time being overwhelmed with false grief due to family affection, he surrendered unto Krishna, the supreme spiritual master, as a disciple. This indicated that he would soon be free from the false lamentation resulting from family affection and will be enlightened with perfect knowledge of self-realization or Krishna consciousness and will then surely fight. Thus, Dhritarashtra's joy will be frustrated since Arjuna will be enlightened by Krishna and would fight to the end. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chaksur Mlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayarupa Kadamayam Vadanti Spatantikam Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindavan Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you very much for coming, for hearing Bhagavad-Gita. So this verse, all the verses actually of Bhagavad-Gita are important, and more maybe this second chapter, because it's the whole Bhagavad-Gita summarized. So um, the situation where Arjuna is put is actually the situation of all living being in this material world. Dilemma, we are confronted to so many, yes, should I do it or not? So here, Arjuna actually is not in a weakness attitude, because he is a devotee of the Lord, so he has big heart, compassionate. That's why he was very hesitant to fight his family, friends. So this is the quality of a devotee. He doesn't want to make harm to all living entities, what to speak of the closer friends or family. So in one way, we are also in the same situation in this world. Prabhupada speaks of Rishikesha, the one who controls the senses. So the situation of the material world is so difficult that you need a guide, someone who will help you to take the good decision, not to force you to take the good decision. Because after all, Krishna, when he finished the Bhagavad-Gita, at the end he told to Arjuna, now I told you everything, you do whatever you feel is good for you. So we are devotees of the Lord, Krishna. We have the knowledge. You cannot say, I don't know, because Krishna gave Bhagavad-Gita to preach. Krishna is preaching by giving Bhagavad-Gita. So we know all what is confusion, what is material world, what's not using the senses for Krishna's pleasure. We know all these small, you can say, details, yeah? And, but Krishna never force. He will just give you the knowledge by which you will take the decision yourself, how to come closer to him, how to love him with your heart, not forced. So Arjuna, it was the same situation, like we are put in this material world. The only difference that Arjuna is not a conditional soul like we are. Arjuna was playing the role of someone who is bewildered, but actually he was not. But he was playing the role that he asked this question for us, that we can advance in Krishna consciousness. So Arjuna was confused, totally confused. In the previous verse, I think 7, Arjuna was telling to Krishna, I have the weakness and lost all composure, faith, and I don't know what is my duty. I don't know what to do. Because I am in this situation, I ask you please to enlighten me. I become your disciple. Shishyastiham sadvam prapanam. Because Arjuna was put in very, very difficult situation. Ocean of faults. Karpanya dushuha pahata. Dushu means faults. Karpanya dushu pahata svabhavi prichami dharmi chittaha. Yashrihan bruham tanmi shishyastiham sadvam prapanam. Now I become your disciple and you are my spiritual master. Please instruct me. So this is the good attitude that a devotee must have. A devotee disciple is never above the spiritual master. Never. He stays always a full number one. So by putting this question to Krishna, then Krishna is automatically compassionate also. He likes his devotees because also he knows the problem of the material world, because it's him who wrote Bhagavad-Gita, it's him who gave the definition of what is material nature. So he must know our difficulties, how it's very difficult to control the senses, it's very difficult to control the mind, the false ego, the anger, all these, Krishna knows them. And the book, although it is 5,000 years ago, or 120 million years ago, still the book is relevant and in actuality. Means this question were asked millions of years, they are now, how you say, in actuality, fresh. Because this question, we are asking why these things happens to me, why I am suffering, why this force of the material energy is pushing me, why, all these questions, you know. So all these questions, Krishna knows them already from the past. Because even Krishna told to Arjuna, I know you from past life, but you don't remember, but I remember your past life. So the same way, we also are like Arjuna. Krishna remembers also our past life, who we were before, but we forget. So now there is a chance we can reconnect all this with the Lord. How to become a devotee. And the most elevated position of the world is to become a devotee. Not a president of the country or a very famous singer or sports or politician. No. The most powerful position in this world is to become a devotee. Because a devotee is the one who controls his mind, his senses. And this is the whole thing about. The world is going mad because of lack of not controlling the mind and the senses. The world is confronted to so many difficulties all over the world. So when you study Bhagavad-Gita, you will understand that Krishna really knows our problem, point by point. So Arjuna was totally devastated by the affection, parental affection, friend affection. But Krishna was criticizing Arjuna. What kind of this compassion you have? It's material. So sometimes also we have this material compassion. I remember I used to do Sankirtan, book distribution. I was young, knew Bhakta at that time. I was always afraid to confront the people, to send them the books, because also I was thinking I should be gentle, compassionate, not to force the people, speak gently, and be very humble. And one devotee, he preached to me, he said, Prabhu, no, it's not like this. Sankirtan, it's not Hare Krishna, Prabhu, humble. No, you should be very strong, like a warrior. These people are in ignorance, and if you are not strong, you will not save them. The book is Krishna. You want to give them Krishna. So if you are too shy to give Krishna to them, it will not work. So this compassion I had, it was material. And I understood that devotee was speaking from his heart, from the soul, and I understood that's true. The person I should approach, of course I'm not going to force them to take the book, but I should convince them with the right words, with the right attitude, and it's not a joke, I should be very sober, very grave, and the people, they reciprocated with my determination that they should take a book. And the people, they didn't know about the book, but they just saw that I was so eager to give the book. So the people said something very important in this book, because this person, he wants me really to take the book. So same thing in our life. Sometimes we are weak, and weakness of the heart, because we know the philosophy actually, we know it, but because of the weakness we tolerate, and this, it's no good. So we need to become sober, strong, and faithful, and follow. And even if we don't succeed at the beginning, still we have to stand up and go again, fight again. This is the role of Kshatriya. When he goes to the war, sometimes he's wounded, in the war, but he does not retaliate, you say, retaliate? Go back? Huh? No. Retreat. Yes, he doesn't retreat. He goes forward to fight again, So in our life, it can be something like this. Also, sometimes we are weak. Material energy is so strong, so strong. She can make all the plan to stop you serving Krishna. Especially if you are a good devotee, you will have good plan for preaching Krishna consciousness, then proportionally Maya, the material energy, she will make also plan to stop you. Yes, to stop you, to make some obstacles. But that, it's not really a difficulty, because a devotee, he sees the goal. The goal is to go to Krishna. The goal is to love Krishna. The goal is to obey the Krishna's words. What Krishna says in the Bhagavad-Gita. Surrender unto me. Become a devotee. Serve me with love and devotion. Use your senses for my pleasure. And all this philosophy, it's in our hand. You cannot forget it. So, because of this knowledge, we can go on. Every day we should go on. And Krishna is giving the mercy. But to do that, there's some tools, like a fighter. He cannot go to the war just with a pen and a hat. No, he has to have his weapon. And of course, there's training also. He had nice training to fight. And to fight, you must know also the strength of the enemy, how strong he is. And you must also know how weak he is. And you must know where he is located. So in the same way, devotees also is calculating like this, how to serve Krishna in best abilities. And he must know where is this material energy is hiding. And this, all Krishna speaks about it. When Arjuna told to Krishna, what's what pushes the person to commit sinful act even against his will? It's a verse like this. And Krishna say, only lust, material energy, greed, envy, kama isha, krodha isha, rajaguna, samubha, maha, shanu, maha, papmu, vedi, veranim. This is the most great enemy of the world, is material energy. So then Arjuna was continuing asking question, where is this hiding? What is it? Where is it located? And Krishna says, yes, this material energy, this lust, calm, is everywhere. It's located in the intelligence, and the mind, and the senses, in all our life. So this calm is completely different from what we call prem. Calm is when you use the senses to enjoy yourself, with yourself, egoistically. And prem is to use the senses for God's pleasure. There is a gulf of difference between calm and prem. So what the world call love, Prabhupada say, is lust. Because when the people, they meet each other, they love each other, actually they love because this person can satisfy my senses. That's why I love him, because he can satisfy my senses. So then we need this philosophy, we need to hear every day Krishna's words in Bhagavad-Gita, spoken as it is. Because Krishna, he knows exactly what is meant for our happiness. Because all this we learn, we hear in the material world, happiness is just phantasmagoria, something does not exist, illusion. And we are conditioned because when we hear this, we think, yes, it's true, maybe I can find some enjoyment in this material world. But if Krishna say no, why don't you believe? Why? This is a good question. Why don't you believe that when Krishna say this is not true, it's false? The real happiness is with me. When you serve me, believe me, you will be happy. So I was talking about the soldier when he goes to battlefield, yes, to fight. But Krishna also, he gave tools to become strong, fighting this energy. What is this? Tools are that we chant Hare Krishna every day. We take shower every day. We offer prasadam to Krishna every day. We follow the principles every day. We read the Shastra every day. We associate with devotees every day. So when you do this daily, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, then you develop strength and a wall, fortress. I don't know how you call fortress. It's like in fortress. You build some kind of wall to protect yourself from the onslaught, you say, attacking enemy, yes. And it's not casual, it's very important that we chant every day, we go see darshan, we see the devotees, because the devotees also is your mirror. When you see devotees, you will see who you are through that devotee. That devotee tell you who you are, Prabhu. You are in Maya today, Prabhu. I can see it, and you cannot avoid it. Prabhu, oh, I can see you are very inspired today. Wow, you are really Krishna conscious. And all these things, make you understand, yes, this process is working. Because after all, Krishna is with his devotees. Krishna says, the devotees, they think of me 24 hours a day. I also think of them 24 hours a day. Because my devotees, they put me in their heart. I also put my devotees in my heart. Krishna says, where are my devotees? I am. So you cannot escape. If you want to become a devotee, then you have to be with devotee. Alone, you cannot. Impossible. Material energy is so strong. So this knowledge is the king of all knowledge. Yeah. Rajavidyam Rajagoyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam is the most elevated. Because this knowledge will cut your illusion. This knowledge will cure you from the disease you have, that you think you can be happy without Krishna. And we have all this disease that we think sometimes maybe there is few percent, maybe I can become happy without Krishna. But Krishna never forces. Krishna says, okay, do it without me. You will get some happiness, sure. But that happiness, according to Bhagavad-Gita, has a beginning and what that verse? Sparsha bhogga dukkha yuna evati adi antavanteya natishi ramati buddha. This means has a beginning and end, and it brings only dukkha, pain. All these materials is skin, rubbing skin. I like your skin, you like my skin, let's rub it for a few minutes. That is good, it's very nice. But the result, we always think about the future. What will happen after? Then there is depression. There is something not nice to think about it. Why? Because it goes against what Krishna wants. So it doesn't work. So then we need to follow Krishna's words. And willingly, it's just, Krishna, he doesn't like to force. Krishna never force. Never. He always give the instruction, now you do whatever you like. The same thing, the spiritual master, same thing. Srila Prabhupada, when he preached Krishna consciousness all over the world, he always said what Krishna said. And that's it. But never Prabhupada forces devotees. Even Prabhupada say, you never hear me in the class where I say to the other religion, you must become devotee of Krishna. Prabhupada was not converting Christian to Hindu or Muslims to Hindu. No. Prabhupada always said there is one God. Doesn't matter what religion you follow, you love God. This is your religion. Prabhupada was very strict about this point, yes. We know a devotee of Krishna because he loves God. So if you are a Muslim, doesn't matter, love God. You are Christian, doesn't matter, love God. The etiquette of a religious man is a lover of God. So we are all seeking love of God, because we know when we develop that love, then we can love everybody in the same way. And it's very important to understand that the spiritual soul has nothing to do with the body, with religion. Sarvan dharman parityaja mamikam saranam vraja aham papadyo mukshami masucha. Krishna said, give up all this, So people now are too much involved in nationalism, this and that, and they get involved, and they get too much attracted by this false problem. Prabhupada gave the example also of this false compassion is like the people, they try to help other people with food, with so many humanitarian work. That's okay. But the soul needs more than that. The soul needs to be saved from material world, from this misconception that I am this body. And Prabhupada did that. Prabhupada gave the example when you have skin disease, how you call it? Boil. boil, boil. So, boil, yes. So Prabhupada says, you have to kill it. Not, you just, sometimes when you, doesn't work. So sometimes our material desires needs to be cut. For that you need strength coming from Krishna, from devotees, from the scriptures, from, it will maybe take time, but also it can happen in a few seconds. Depends how eager you want to meet Krishna, how you want really to save yourself from this material world. So, Bhagavad-Gita is just like a light, sun. When you open any page of Bhagavad-Gita, then you feel alive. No fear. When you enter in a room where there is no light and you don't know where is the switch on, so you are closing your eyes and putting your hand at the front and you're walking very slowly because you don't know where you're going. Maybe there is a ditch, maybe there is a hole, maybe there's a snake, maybe there is this, maybe that. The mind is coming very fearful, But as soon you put switch on, then everything becomes clear. You see that no snake, no hole, there's only wall and pictures and one cushion there, and that's it. So the same way, when you read Bhagavad Gita, then you realize, my God, wow, I went so far with my fear, with my doubts, but now it's clear. Krishna knows better than I, Sometimes it happens to me personally when I'm in distress, some distress, and I think, my God, really, I don't know what to do. Sometimes I think I pray, Krishna, please help me. I'm just confused. I don't know what to do. You know better than I. And I open Bhagavad Gita just by chance. It's never by chance. And I find exactly the verse speaking to me according to the problem I had. We have the question after. Yeah? So, and I was completely enlivened. So, wow, that's the proof Krishna exists. He's in my heart, but also he's in the book. So this gives you strength, and you see, it's not by chance. We find verses like this speaking to you, personally to you. Then you see, oh my God, Krishna, he knows. He knows exactly who I am and how weak I am. And because also I don't want to be offensive to Krishna, I don't want to cheat him. I want to be honest. Okay, I am weak, I have this problem. Maybe you can help me, please. I said, Krishna, I'll give it to you. Yes. I know your problem. I know what is coming from your problem. Here is the answer. Take it. See, take it. Right now, take it. There is one Lebanese philosopher, his name Khalil Gibran. He say, when love comes, take it. So Krishna's love comes, take it. Don't hesitate. This is love. Krishna is showing you how you love him. So there is no pain. This is the most important thing. There is no pain. You see, when you want to cut nail with the nail cutter, doesn't hurt you? No, doesn't hurt. So when Krishna wants to take out your material desire, it doesn't hurt. It hurts only when you are stubborn. You don't want to give it up. You just say, no, I have no faith. Maybe I should keep it. Then it hurts. It hurts. But when you give it to Krishna, then Krishna will cut it like he cuts a nail. Yeah. So we need to have that faith, that determination, that love, that knowledge. And this is possible. Why? Because in the history of Vaishnava, so many devotees, they become liberated, free from this material energy. Why not me? Why not me? So we need to have that realization, yes. If these devotees, they succeed, maybe I can have this chance also. Why not? I should try, at least I should try. Because the process, it works. It's not something doubtful. Yes, maybe. No, it works. Because so many already examples of devotees who won the battle. So we need to go forward. Always thanking Krishna for what already he gave. And we need only now to associate more and more with advanced devotees and chant more with devotion, more, and just think that there is no alternative in this world. If I don't love Krishna, then I am finished. I become useless. Yes, you have a question, please.
Krishna, which picture should be kept in mind for Lord Krishna?
What did you say?
Which picture should be kept in mind for loving Krishna?
Which the question?
Which image we should keep
Which?
in mind? Which photo, like picture? Many.
Which picture of Krishna?
Should we keep in mind? Which photo we should keep in mind for to remind us the love of Krishna?
Which photo of Krishna is in the mind?
There may be photos of Krishna.
The best.
Which photo of Krishna should be remembered?
The picture I like personally is this picture of Bhagavad-Gita. You see, this Bhagavad-Gita. Everything is here, you know. You see Krishna driving the chariot, and Arjuna, his disciple, is behind. So Krishna is taking the role of chariot driver. Chariot driver. He's serving his devotee. See, Krishna, he takes the service to serve his devotees. That's very important. There's one story. You know that one guru told his disciples, all of you should read Bhagavad-Gita at least one verse a day, something like this. And from all disciples, there is one devotee who doesn't know to read. He's illiterate. So because he heard his spiritual master, you should read. So he takes Bhagavad-Gita and he tries to read. And his friends know that he doesn't know how to read. They laugh on him, they joke on him. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passing by, and he saw that devotee with Bhagavad-Gita trying to read. But they told him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you don't know how to read, but you are trying. But I see that you have tears in your eyes. How come? And he said, yes, I don't know how to read, but when I see the picture of Bhagavad-Gita, how Krishna took the role of the driving chariot, and how he serves his devotee, my heart just melt. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him and he said, you understood Bhagavad-Gita, not the Pandit who recite the verses. And so Krishna consciousness is not only matter of erudition, matter of knowledge, to know the verses by heart. No. It's bhakti-yoga bijananti yasmin chasmi tatvataha. You know me only by devotion. So, if you have devotion, then that picture is this picture. If you want devotion, you meditate on this picture, how Krishna wants to help you to cross this material world. Krishna wants you to cross to win the battle of the five senses. You know, this picture of Bhagavad-Gita, the horses, the 5 horses and the... So you read Bhagavad-Gita and you look to this picture, how Krishna is so powerful, he can do anything. So this is the good picture probably. Yeah, so Krishna consciousness is very simple. Simple for simple. Complicated for complicated. That's it. If you are simple, you want to become devotee, if you don't want to cheat, Krishna will show you the whole spiritual world. But if you want to cheat, it's very difficult. It's said that it's more difficult to try to wake up someone who's pretend to sleep than someone who's sleeping really. For if you don't want to hear and tension, it's very difficult. I find that it's more difficult to preach a devotee than a karmi. Because a devotee, he knows the philosophy. And when he doesn't want to surrender, it's very difficult. Because he will always give so much interpretation. It's very difficult to convince him. But the karmi, he doesn't know. He's in he says, yes, Prabhu, yes, I should chant, yes, I should chant. Although he is weak, but his heart is there, you know. But the devotee is pretending, it's very difficult. Very difficult. But all these tricks, Krishna knows them. It's called the hankar, or false ego, you know. It's like big balloon, you know. And you need this, and then comes down. So we are fortunate because all the devotees, they know the art how to put our false ego come down, you know. So as soon we are associating with devotees, as long we chant Hare Krishna, we are under shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. It's just a question of time that one day we will succeed in our effort. But never go out thinking maybe there is some chance out of Krishna. No, there is no chance. But even that, if you do that, after some time you are practicing Krishna consciousness, it's not in vain. Krishna says, even that, if you give up my company, if you give up devotees' company, still I will remember what you did and I will guarantee you, next life, you will be nicely situated. Just see how Krishna is so nice. So nice. So gentle. Never forget what his devotees did for him. And Krishna knows how difficult it is. That's why he said that. But still, never in vain. Bhuktaram yagat. No, it's not this. It's Svalpam asya dharmasya trahatu mahato bhayat. Even small effort you did, that will free you from the great fear of your life. So we need this association. We need this temple life. We need this spiritual craziness, you know, chanting, dancing, and feasting. I realized personally when I am with devotees, dancing, chanting, and I forgot all about my problems. I am in another world, in spiritual world. I forget everything because I just realized that this moment cannot be compared with any material example. When you are in a company of devotees, dancing, chanting, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did in Navadvip, then you know, you are in the spiritual world. You are already in the spiritual world. So these examples are so nice, so enlightening. Just imagine we are continuing what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did 500 years ago. What was his business? chanting, dancing. When they are tired, feasting. We are doing the same thing. Every day we do this. Every day we do this. So one day it happened that we become completely purified because of taking prasad, because of chanting, dancing, embracing devotees, seeing the deities. Then all our mind, senses, the body become purified and Krishnaized. Yes, this is the word Prabhupada used, Krishnaized. So how fortunate we are to be a devotee. Actually, one time I find one paper, a philosopher, he's not a devotee, he's a philosopher. He was giving a definition, what is a great man? A great man. He was saying a great man, he is not a president, he is not the one who knows all the art, who sings nicely, or this or that. He said the great man is the one who can control his mind and senses. That's a man, this is a devotee. Because the one who can control his mind and senses, he is a great man. Not the president of the country, or this is the thing. And a devotee knows this art, how to control the mind and the senses. And it becomes easy because Krishna loves us. Because also we choose voluntarily to be in Krishna's side. Like Arjuna, he didn't want with Duryodhana's side. He chose Krishna's side. So we choose Krishna. We don't choose material energy. So then everything becomes easy because we choose Krishna. Then Krishna will make it easy for us. We have just to be part of that service. Like Arjuna, he was fighting, although they were very small in number compared to the enemies, but Krishna told him, no, don't worry, the victory is there already. You have just to be present, stay, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. If you stay, you will get all the credit. So the same thing for us. We don't need to leave. We just stay, continue, and one day we will have all the credit. So Krishna consciousness is so nice, is so perfect, so enlivening that when you really go deep, then you will not feel time passing. Yes. You know, you can spend 40, 50 years in Krishna consciousness. It's just like few days, only because so much nectar is there and so much is coming. So much more you advance and more you get some more realization. Your senses become more purified. Your mind is more controlled. The emotions are more bigger. The friendship is more authentic. And then the love of Krishna is more closer. Then you think, I am sure going to reach the goal. When like in racing, you say, well, it doesn't matter. It's not how you start, but how you end. I'm a new devotee. I'm 20 years in the movement. I'm 40 years. No, Krishna doesn't see that. Krishna, he sees how you coming, the end. That's why Prabhupada said, don't be surprised of those who lives Krishna consciousness. Be surprised of those who stays in Krishna consciousness. Yes. So now Krishna consciousness is all over the world. I personally witnessed that. I go to the Muslim country, Turkey, Lebanon, Algeria, Egypt, all these countries. And I see how people are very eager to Krishna consciousness. So, because a devotee, he speaks to the soul. He doesn't speak to the person. The people feel that. This person is speaking to my soul. And they become so, they understand. When I was speaking Bhagavad-Gita to the Muslims they say, oh, this is like our Quran. I say, yeah, of course. What do you think? Why, God has 2 languages? He has 1 language. It's love of God. Just you need to love God. That's it. So I noticed that the people are very eager to become God conscious. This is the most important thing in the human life for a person, is to love God. And the people, they are not stupid. They can see who is honest, who is not. When you talk to them, about the soul, they understand finally, yes. So Krishna consciousness now is spread all over the world. Because the word of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes, my holy name will be spread all over the world.
While we are doing chanting,
Yeah.
then why hurdles are coming? Because we are chanting the name Lord Krishna, then why hurdles is coming? Then if Lord wants, then while we are chanting the Lord name.
Why we're chanting God's name?
Lord's name, then why
Lord's name.
Lord's name, then
Lord's.
why hurdles are coming? If Lord wants, then no need hurdles come now.
We are
Because we
chanting.
are all the child.
We are chanting the Lord's name because it's an order from Krishna. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. Kivalam kalo nasteva, 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 gatirayat. He say 3 times, there is no chance. There is no chance. There is no chance. 3 times. Because 3 times means already he Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he made all possibilities.
There was no other way.
There is no other way.
No other way.
No other way, no other way, no other 3 times. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already saw there is no other way, only chanting. That's why we chant. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say you need to chant Hare Krishna to become free from this material world. Because there is no other way. If there was another way, yeah, we can do it, but there is no. So that's why you need to chant. If you want to realize God consciousness, then you need to chant. Every day you chant, and then you'll be connected quickly, no problem. Like nowadays, everybody is connected with a cell phone, yeah? So when you are connected with cell phone, you feel very happy. Oh, my friend, they know what I'm doing. I know what they're doing. So be also connected with God. Stay connected. Always stay connected with God. You will see that you will be always chanting Hare Krishna. Because even Krishna, he chants. So what to speak of us? Krishna, when he wakes up in the morning, the first thing he do, he puts in asana, and he starts chanting his own names. Of course, this is show the example. If Krishna himself chants, so what to speak of us? So we need to chant. Otherwise, we are sleeping. Jeev jago, jeev jago. Huh? You are staying in the Maya's lap, and you are not feeling the years passing. So the people, they are so much in ignorance, they don't feel even the years. And one day they wake up, oh, I am too old. I'm going to die. I have this, I have that, I have a stroke, I have diabetes, I have this. Well, yes, of course. What have you done? Sleeping state. Now when you are still young and with good memory, strong senses, healthy, then take the chance, like Prahlad Maharaj say. when you are young, take Krishna consciousness at the early age, because you don't know when death comes. You are ready, because when death comes, you are too much old, diseased, and it's very difficult to take shelter. But when still you are young and little strength, then you can take shelter of Krishna. So this is very nice that Krishna is giving us all these informations, these details, how to approach him, how to just go straight to Krishna. And everything becomes totally nice. So I think it's more than 6:30. Thank you very much for your good attention. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanande.